Hello, all of you beautiful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Zim, and this is RimWorld. And we are using the TF talkies tonight, so to transform me to your heart's content, everyone.
Let's go.
All RimWorld, Zim's non-addiction.
Hey, I was doing 2-Point Museum earlier.
Yeah, but RimWorld is your current hyperfixation.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Are you
No, I
accusing
get
me
it
of
too.
something untoward?
I also have ADHD. I also get hyperfixations.
Do I need to take some drastic action?
Reminder, he did time out Mala for 10 minutes for insinuating certain things.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but it's also Mala.
True.
No, but I'm just saying it's relatable, Zim.
Uh-huh.
I get ya. I completely understand.
Merle?
Huh?
Ban Azure.
No.
I can't bring myself to ban Azure.
He deserves it.
Why?
For crimes against Marten.
What did I do?
I'm sorry, boss. I just can't do it.
He's stinky and gay. How about that?
I don't know. I still can't do it. He's just too cute. I can't do it.
Darn.
Lamau.
Only the jar?
I didn't move him.
I didn't move him.
I didn't either.
It's fine, I'll move him to the lake.
Goodness gracious.
He tried to escape from the jar. Illegal. Can't do it. No, I'm not abusing my moderator power. I'm just on a power trip. There's a big difference.
So first it was the jar, and then it was the lake.
You tried to escape the jar.
Did I?
Yes. You momentarily jumped in here, so I kicked you back down. How could you? You were in
I
imprisonment.
didn't move though.
Excuse
I
me.
didn't move.
You might say, look, someone else's fingerprints were on the jar lid. But to that I say, the jar lid is at the bottom of the lake, so can we really know for sure? Suspicious circumstances, how do you plead? Do you plead guilty to escaping, or do you plead innocent to not being guilty of a crime?
Oh, goodness.
Good night, Ido.
Good night, Ido. You're a good boy. Pat pat.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
we lost Gabby.
Gabby went into the jar this time.
Oh.
I'm quickly seeing if I can find the server log.
Kip Gab's going to take revenge.
I would never. I'm not a vengeful person.
Uh-huh.
You don't. Oh, you're trying to figure out who put you in the jar.
Let's see.
Valerie says it was them.
What power can I wield?
Just remember, they have the sword too. Whatever you can do to them, they can do to you.
Anything you can do, she can do better.
And she also has the benefit of being from Australia.
Yeah, that's just...
Being from a land where everything is wanting to kill you or can kill you it gives you certain advantages in life.
Yeah, you just get bonus stats, basically.
I'm so scared. Ugh.
I love that holding Sammy's beak shut is just easy, and everyone does it.
Because Sammy can't keep his mouth shut. He has
You-
0 guile.
Yeah, we have to do it for him.
What happened? Sorry, I missed whatever you said for a moment there.
That everyone has or will have a moment of holding Sammy's beak shut.
Yep.
It's like, we're worried about King blabbing. We should also worry about what Sammy knows too.
That I found funny. I was like, wow, they're worried about Red blabbing to King and not Sammy.
Trust
But also
me
Sammy
that
understands.
Cashel will be ensuring that Sammy understands.
It's just every time Sammy gets
No,
ready
no,
to
no.
open his mouth, there's a Cashel behind him, eyes glowing, ready to strike.
Just like you see Cashel around the corner down the hall, and you make eye contact for a moment.
Look, I haven't
His
had the chance
gaze
to, but
boring into your soul.
the problem is that right now Sammy's in like, this all does seem really important, and like I joined to do good things, and this seems like the good thing to do, so I want to help. Hey, Cashel, how can I help? How should I learn to help? What book should I read about this?
You know,
The Guide to Spycraft.
honestly, anything about tactics for this type of thing would be good.
Zim, where did you make that shape?
How did I make what shape?
You know, with the planning thing you're doing.
Oh, the T shape.
Uh-huh.
It's a T.
So this out here is going to be defenses. Turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
The turrets are stored in the box.
Oh dear.
That's why it's not showing up. Okay, there.
Oh, I must be off to bed, so I will see y'all later.
Good
night, Merle.
night.
Night night.
But
This
yeah,
steam geyser is in my way.
a skill issue.
Nope.
I think it's about. I think it's a. I think it's about to be the Steam Geysers skill issue.
But yeah, so you should think about what you want Sammy to, or what you want Cashel to tell Sammy to learn.
I already have plans.
But also, Wyatt's kind of the muscle currently, so if you need him to do other things, let him know what else he should get better at.
That's
How
really
the-
funny to think.
I really cannot just remove a steam geyser.
Val says destroy in creative commands.
Destroy. Ah, thank you. There we go.
Yeah,
Gone.
I find that kind of funny that like here we have Wyatt, who's like the beefiest of us all, probably. Like he could probably suplex Hyro and Sammy simultaneously, and we're out here like go do big brain investigative things.
I mean, he's not the worst at those, but it's definitely not his strongest suit.
Yeah, it's just we haven't sent you to do the muscle task despite you being perfectly capable.
Oh yeah, no, I'm surprised no one was like, hey, how about we get Wyatt to try to outmuscle this lady?
I was
Wyatt
thinking
could... Because Wyatt could probably at least tank a hit from her.
See, I was thinking of doing that, but then I went, would Sammy really notice that she's awake? Nah, he's probably too busy trying to make himself comfortable in the remains of the table.
David had you doing other things at the time. Yeah, Merle.
Asher just wants to be used as the big beefy dragon to do all the menial tasks.
It's more that I built Wyatt to be the tank because fighting, and then we have not done a lot of fighting.
It's great. I put so many things into like the couple of combat things, and now I'm sitting here like the next time he fires a fireball, it's gonna be great.
I'm just worried about Wyatt, to be honest.
Why?
The reason why, because his brother.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, Edgar's a big ol' weak point.
Yep. And I know they are going to see that, and they are going to
Uh-huh.
use that advantage against you.
Uh-huh.
If we take him hostage, they can't take him hostage.
You know? You know. The team should come up with an emergency code word.
Oh
The
my gosh.
like a word that's basically like I'm compromised or whatever without directly giving like, you know,
Give me it away.
like because if you are like being listened to or whatever without directly saying they're here and that they've got my brother or whatever, I'm, you know,
Yep.
I'm being
Yeah.
held hostage or my brother's being held hostage or I'm doing this against my will, right? Because you can't just say that or they'll there's usually consequences. But if we have a code word, we can. Next time it comes to the music machine, I'll have to say that to you. Yes, please. But
What would
yeah,
the code
no.
word be, though?
Yeah, that's something we'll have to come up with.
Very nice to hear, Val. I hope it's a
Yeah.
nice place.
And that you have peace and calm for a little while at least. And then you can join our chaos someday. Like when we play Repo. Again. Someday. We should play Repo.
We could do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, we should make the word blunder. There you go.
Oh.
Why Blender?
It's a chess word. You make blunders. An error, like a big mistake in chess, is just called a blunder.
Blunder?
Yeah. a
The
blunder.
phrase is going to be Sammy opened his beak again.
I like that one.
I think that one might be used in too many outside situations for it to be a code word like that.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's what makes it a good code word.
Yeah, but then you have to think, wait, did he actually mean it, or is Sammy actually just spilling secrets again?
Yeah. That's why I think it should be blunder. Because Sammy spelling secrets is normal. But then sometimes he will just make a blunder. Yo, that sounds sick, Val. Goals.
What goals?
Val's little bedroom. 1 bedroom apartment, small study, converting it into a mini dining slash games room and using the main lounge room as my office and hopefully VR space eventually. I'm just like, yo, sick. I want that. Goals. I cut it off because it started to cut off at Discord. That good stuff kept going for like a few more seconds, half a minute, give or take.
Yeah, but if you keep the same tone long enough, Discord will cut you off.
Yeah, annoying. I don't get to often show off that I can hold my breath for way longer than you'd think. But I do. No longer at my 3-minute days, but I can still get to 2 minutes reliably.
Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
But I'm no longer at my being able to hold my breath for 3-minute days, but I can do 2 minutes reliably.
Huh.
Playing the flute gave you breath capacity.
I used to play the saxophone.
Saxoderg.
That was in like school and stuff.
Same for the flute. I want to play it again, but flutes are expensive. The
Yep.
cheap student ones are like $300 to $400.
Hey, guess what? I also would like to play the saxophone again, but they are expensive.
Yes. They really are. And then you see like a store with 1 million acoustic guitars that nobody buys because the only people that buy them are like the 1 in 15 people who actually want to play and are genuinely interested. And then the rest of them are douches that think they're gonna get girls and they look super cool with the acoustic guitar and they're kind of like decent okay enough at playing it. But you can tell they're just kind of trying to do it to get girls or guys. And they want to look super cool and awesome and emotive, but they're just kind of whatever.
You getting enough oxygen over there, Gip Gap?
You think that even strained me?
No, no. I'm not worried about how much you're talking. It's more about what you're thinking and how much you're thinking of it. Because, you know, I'm concerned about you.
Are you saying this because I had a good idea in the game? I feel like you're judging me for having a good idea. I will proceed to have a good idea, Sammy, again.
I am just saying that I am concerned for your brain's health.
I'm concerned for whether you took a shower today because you're kind of stinky.
No, I did not, because there's currently a, inflated laptop in there that I'm trying to figure out how to dispose of, properly, but it's, in the shower because it might explode.
You know what? Valid.
I can't
Valid.
tell if you're joking or not.
I am not
That's
joking.
the worst part.
My shower is, full stone tile, ceiling, floor, walls, except for a small door.
So you have the laptop in there.
Yes.
Okay. The unironic question is it leaking?
We're not seeing any leaking, but it's in there for caution's sake.
You can probably... There is probably either an e-waste or some sort of hazardous material disposal site near you somewhere.
The main
Hopefully.
problem is transportation to it. I don't have a car.
I mean,
And I don't have the excess funds to get an Uber. Not to mention my boots are broken, so I can't exactly go out the house very easily.
because as far as I know, as long as you keep it, if it's not punctured, okay, as far as I know, if it's not punctured, it's not an immediate serious danger. it can leak gases. It can still be like a hazard. So you put it in a well-ventilated area, keep it away from any extreme temperatures, keep it away from heat, keep it away from electricity, keep it away from water, etc. Do your very best to not puncture the battery, because that's the biggest danger. The safest way to probably transport it is to put the battery in a bucket of sand.
That would require me to have both a bucket and sand.
As long as you have any container that you can like put into it, that could work. But
Either way,
yeah,
the main issue is getting there.
yeah, that's an issue.
Finding the place and getting to it.
The other thing you could do is probably try contacting them to see if they'll do a pickup. Especially if it's like, hey, you can take the whole laptop, here you go. They'll probably be more amenable to be like, okay, yeah, we'll pick it up. Whereas if it's like, hey, can you take this battery? They'll be like, hell no, you bring it here. It also kind of depends on what you want to do with a laptop.
It's about a decade old. It is an Alienware, so, you know, it's still got use. It's just not very useful to us anymore.
Yeah,
Because it's, you know, a decade old.
Oh, is it the R3?
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious what it's got.
Gabs hit terminal lucidity.
What does that mean?
Well, lucid is like awareness, right? Like lucid dreaming.
Okay, but what does that mean?
Terminal, I feel like, is in the context of terminal velocity, as in the maximum achievable.
You're a massive nerd. Lamau.
Am
I love
I?
it. Okay, fine, you're a dork. There, happy? Yeah, kind of dorky. Dork. Yeah, that's probably just what I'd recommend. The other thing is you could put it in a, I don't know if a metal box would probably be better.
Again, right now, the concern is not where to put it. It is getting it somewhere to dispose of it.
I don't know, most just dunking on access, the only thing that you could do. Anyway. I still cringe at like that one video I watched of the guy who was refurbishing laptops, and he found a whole crate of laptops that like the person in IT had disposed of at the company, and the way they had disposed of them was by drilling into the laptop through the screen into the battery,
Ah, yeah, that.
No.
because that destroys
No.
the data clearly. Ignore the still perfectly functional SSD and the fact that the laptop still technically worked.
Oh. That's just an environmental hazard.
And wasteful. The guy's like whole shtick was just like, computer repair is really hard, but computer refurbishing, this is where the money's at. And he just like bought a bunch of like old computers that companies basically had sold to the like waste center. Because basically what they do is they take the computer, they take out the drive, and either they shred it or they wipe it depending on whatever the company asks. Because like different companies will have different like storage and disposal methodology for different things. Like if you have this computer that, I don't know, a guy used to like play music at a party, you probably don't care too much about what's in it if they're not allowed or required to store any sensitive data. But if you work at a bank and you're like an executive banker with like a laptop, they probably care about what's in there, and they're like, oh, we have to retire this. Sure, back it up, throw it in the shredder. I don't want this to physically be able to function. Okay, that's fair. Probably dealing with more classified or very sensitive information.
I mean, you just take the hard drive out and, like, break the hard drive.
That's what you're supposed to do. Although I'm gonna be honest, sometimes laptops or sometimes hard drives are actually really hard to break.
You just need to shatter the little disc inside.
Yeah, just right. You'd think so, until you realize that like you have about 100 of them, and trying to get them open is actually really, really difficult without specialized equipment. So you're just using a screwdriver, you undo the screws, and you spend like 10 minutes trying to separate the two plates. And you only manage to separate one by literally throwing at the wall. And then it like snaps open in two after you remove the screws. And it literally leaves a dent in the wall. And only then can you remove the little like discs and like break them. But after spending an ungodly amount of time doing that and shattering one hard drive out of the like hundreds that we needed to do.
Yeah, makes sense. Especially, like, I guess hard drives are built to protect the disk, right?
God damn it.
What happened?
Oh, one of my pawns got eaten.
Hmm.
He did. Yoink. Numbed.
Oh.
Mealed. I cry.
It's
Hi,
Kuroi.
Hi, Kuroi.
Bad, huh?
We said
What?
hi, Kuroi.
I said, how's everybody doing?
Oh, it did
That
not come through.
Yeah, I did not come through.
Maybe you said it too quickly.
Did me saying hello to people come through?
No.
You just didn't say anything.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, the only thing we heard was, that bad, huh?
Yep.
Which, I mean,
Kuroi.
it is
Well-
Kishel walking around like the most insecure, secure facility. So, like, he's probably not had a good day just having an aneurysm constantly.
Fair enough.
Poor Kishel.
Kishel just having conniption fits over the terrible security of Mirrorpool.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Screaming Death just resubscribed for 14 months. Heisel sweats Razim beans.
Thank you very much for that resub, Screaming Death, and your 14 months of support.
See, that's how I know I need to work with Mario, baby. Just to give him all of the like terrible security ideas and things that I've read about, and all of the examples of what they told me not to do and when I studied for my certification. Or like they even get into like, oh, here's when you should use different types of security cameras. The ones that move around. Yeah, you don't really want to use them because they're generally less useful than just having two cameras covering the whole area. Like as a core fundamental, for example, let's say you have a camera pointed at a door and you also wanted to look at another door, so you make it a camera that like moves around between both of them. The
Nope.
thing you least want is that one at some point the camera isn't pointing at one of the doors. That's bad. You always want it pointing at both doors. But if one camera can't point at both doors, there's no use in using one of the moving cameras because all you're gonna do is make a blind spot every few seconds. So what's the point? You've just ruined the point of having a camera. And I'm sitting here like, how could I give Kashal an aneurysm? Oh, imagine having two of the moving cameras that are staring down a hallway, but they're positioned such that like at certain intervals they both look away at the same time instead of one looking at the hallway and then the other one looking at the hallway, so they cover each other. No, they just both look away at the same time and leave a giant gaping blind spot.
Kip Cap?
Hmm?
Why do you want Cashel to have an aneurysm?
Because the idea of him like genuinely crashing out so much harder over Mirrorpool security is incredibly humorous. Kashal needs to have the ultimate crash out. Just like, hey, so how do we handle data security? Oh, well, employees get to store all their files in USBs, and because they sometimes need to work from home, they can take them home.
Oh.
No, we don't require encryption because sometimes they'll forget their password, so we need to make sure that they can access the data there. Password requirements? No, not really. It's just as long as it's like at least 2 numbers. Ideally, if it's like 6 numbers.
Kip Cap, you are going to get stabbed.
So I've decided I can no longer wear my smartwatch to work. It is depressing.
Why?
Because my smartwatch gave me a congratulations when I got.
Want your last words to be so stupid?
Oh.
I think that was me, don't worry.
Because when I got home, I got a little congratulation notice on my wrist, telling me that I'd beaten my step goals for the day by 40,000 steps.
Oof.
And I was like, I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that at all.
You know what? You know what, Kuroi? Do you know what that means? You're getting a
What?
good amount of exercise.
I mean, I already can tell that from the fact that my uniform, which was originally, like, only slightly too big, now basically looks like it's for someone 5 times bigger than me. I am losing weight a little too fast for comfort, and I don't have enough money to buy clothes. So I'm just drowning in giant clothing right now. I don't like it.
Legit,
I don't like
though,
it. I don't like
that is one of my concerns about losing weight. But mine's especially bad because even if I do lose weight, I will still be tall, and I will still have to shop at the big and tall stores to get proper clothing, and those are so expensive.
I mean,
Someone who's the same height as you, Zim. Yeah.
I mean, the worst part about it is that it's like I'm at the transition stage where it's like I need new clothes because my clothes are too big for me now, but like I'm probably not even quite halfway through like where I could be if I keep losing it at this rate. So it's like I don't want to buy clothes because any clothes I buy now are going to be too big for me in a couple of months. So maybe I should just drown in clothing until, like, you know, I stabilize. But I like being chunky. I like shaking my belly like a bowl full of jelly. And I would say I'll just eat more, but you know, with all this exercising, my appetite has dropped. And it's not doing fun exercise, it's doing depressing exercise.
Pat.
It's like walking on a treadmill, but less fun. I had to chuckle. I showed up today and, like, well, not chuckle. Well, it was one of those I had to chuckle because if I don't chuckle, I'll cry. I showed up today, and the lady who was on before me was like, it's been so quiet tonight. I was so bored. There was nothing to do. And I'm looking around, and there's, like, you know, 4 trolleys of stuff to put back on shelves. The freezers are full of stuff to put back in the display freezers. Nothing's been filled. Nothing's been done. And I'm like, oh, it was so quiet, and you were bored, huh? Then why is nothing done?
If you have time to lead, you got time to clean.
I mean, the thing was it might have been quiet for her, but it wasn't quiet for me because, you know, I was working on seniors, like on pension day. So it's like, it's the day when our shop sells everything for like 20% off if you're a pensioner. We do it every week, every Tuesday. It's pension day. So you get all the old people coming in just after they've received their pension payments, eager to buy their groceries. And they're all so slow and covered in old people gunk. And one guy came up to me, like, full on snots and rags and tissues, and goes to pay, and I was doing the old, you know, customer service, how you doing thing. And he goes, I've got a really bad cold. I'm like, oh, okay. Cash or card? And he just cuffs out his hands and hands me this big pile of change intermixed with snotty tissues. And I'm like, ew.
Oh.
No, thank you.
I mean, I had to accept it, but, you know, the Purell was flowing freely after that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we started stocking Cheetos, like American Cheetos. Yeah. They're $10 a bag. I was like, no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I was like, ooh, lucky, but then you mentioned the price. I'm like, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Import.
Import.
Well, it's like we have the American, well, we have the international aisle, and I had to laugh because, like, Garu was really shocked when I told him that all the American food was in the international aisle.
I mean, it is international for you, so.
He's like, what? Like, yeah. that was a funny moment. But, like, you know.
Alright, I guess that since Grunt's not getting a resurrection, he will be laid to rest.
I don't have enough coins.
And yes, Val, that's basically literally what I thought in my head. Except it wasn't cash, card, or COVID. It was just I said cash or card, not cash and COVID. I've already caught COVID this winter. I don't want to do it again, please.
I caught COVID a couple years ago, and I was out of it for a whole month.
For me, I was out of it for a week and a half.
No, it wrecked me.
I have caught COVID now 5 times.
5?
Yep. Basically every variant.
Mm.
A couple of them multiple times.
I mean, I guess that's the dangers of
It's the dangers of living in poor areas.
and working in service. There we go.
Oh, I wasn't in retail during COVID.
Oh,
I've only
God.
been in retail like for the last 6 months. It's more of having to go down to the welfare office to keep getting my welfare payments when I was unemployed. And like, it's not optional. So, half of every time you go in there, there'd be someone there with COVID.
Huh.
I have been fortunate enough to have not caught it yet.
I would love to say it's just like a really bad flu, but that's not quite what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I remember the way I described one of the feelings I got when I had COVID was the air felt minty, as in it felt colder than it should have, but not like actually cold. I could tell it was just like a feeling from my body and not actually the temperature, but it still had me shivering.
For me, I felt like my fever, I couldn't decide if I was way too hot or dying of hypothermia.
Yeah.
And my lungs felt like they were half full of liquid. So every time I drew a breath in, I could almost feel the bubbling in my lungs. And then you just get really, really sad because everything is so hard. And all you want to do is crawl into bed and just go to sleep and never, ever, ever wake up.
I also had the unfortunate or the misfortune of being one of the few people that or it's like half, I guess, losing the coin flip of getting GI symptoms. That's yeah. That wasn't fun.
I assume when you say GI, you mean gastrointestinal, not
Yes.
glycemic index.
The first one.
I have to ask a question. This is a was I an asshole moment. So this guy walked in and he's pretty disheveled and very much looks like he's probably homeless. And he comes up to me and asks me if I would give him like a 99-cent ice cream or a chocolate bar or something because his diabetes is acting up. To which I responded with, if your diabetes is acting up, there is a hospital with a free healthcare clinic across the road. You should go there.
No, that seems pretty reasonable.
Yep.
Because I wasn't gonna give him a free chocolate bar just because he told me his diabetes was acting up, because anyone can say that, and there is literally a hospital next door. And to be honest, if it was diabetes acting up, wouldn't it be better for me to give you, like, I don't know, a banana and an orange?
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta go to bed, getting EP and work. Yeah.
Good night.
Nighty night, Ren.
Night night, master. Night night, everyone. Bye.
You will sleep
Bye.
well, Ren. There is no hope.
Wait. What? Why that? Why is he so threatening?
Foreboding positivity.
You will be entertained. There is no point to resist.
Things will be fine. It is inevitable.
I'm just imagining the army of Nurse Joys that all look like they've been brain controlled by Mewtwo.
Oh no.
The good news is I found what I was looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I had to spend a few minutes because I went like I remember this. I can use this. There's a podcast I once saw that just had someone telling a bunch of like stories about like security failures. And I remember listening to a part of one of the episodes and I had to go pull it up. The dude was like, yeah, so I was hired to do penetration testing for this bank. I walked in with like just relatively casual clothing, but I found like one of their lanyards in the trash and I put like a blank card in it. And then I walked up to the manager's office, sat outside for like half a minute just to look like I was talking to the manager, and then I went to the supervisor's office and she let me in because she thought I had just spoken to the manager, and she let me work on her computer, and I plugged in a malicious USB that just opened a notepad and typed in hello, but because he didn't really want to infect anything, he was just doing testing. And then he closed the window, he left, and he went to the tellers, and he managed to get to work on all of their computer by just telling him that he was doing some like audits. And then he sat around for like 30 minutes. He touched printers. He went on to everything. He asked like the manager, like, "Hey, like, what's up?" And the manager's like, "Yeah, can you look at the problem we have on our computer? Because you're like an IT guy, right?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was like, "All right, I need your username, your password, and your ID card." And he gave it to them. And dude like yoinked a bunch of people's ID cards and passwords and documents, and he just took them out of the building. Then walked back in. He literally took the laptop and was like, "Oh yeah, you're having issues with the laptop? Yeah, good news. You're getting it replaced. If you give it to me right now, I can give you a replacement tomorrow." As he just took the laptop and he just kept doing that the entire day until the bank closed. And then he was like, "So you know, this was like a failure on your part, right? Like this is really bad for y'all." And I just sit here thinking, we should do that to Miracle.
Just test how bad it is.
Yes. I cannot wait for the inevitable like sending in a blind agent. It's just like, "Hey Castillo, can we borrow your laptop? We need to do some IT work on it." "Yes, sure." And then he would just take it away and Kashel just sits there staring.
He's all just sitting there like, I have so much work to do.
Death, murder, death, murder.
In
Just
my
a
head
bit.
right now, my cat's not letting me use my scooter anymore. He's decided it's his seat.
I'll be right back.
All I have in my head right now is Diglett Dig, trio, trio, trio. Diglett Dig, trio, trio, trio. It just keeps going. Why is that stuck in my head? I haven't seen that episode in literally over a decade.
Just pause it easy.
Huh?
Just pause it easy.
Okay, so to do that, I need to get this long spike here. I guess if I start feeding it up my nose, eventually I'll find the pause button.
No. The pause button's up the other hole. I mean, what?
So the ear hole. Okay.
No.
Oh, you mean the tear duct? I mean, yeah, I guess a lobotomy is a form of holding or pausing.
And see, Val, I someday hope I get to do something like that, because I already know that I have literally walked into places and then someone has been like, "Oh, what do you need?" Or like I know there's been a couple of places that I've walked into and they had like the whole thing where you're supposed to get an X-ray scanner and like they walk you through the X-ray machine and they're supposed to pat down your bag, and I walked with my phone in my pocket and it went like beep and he just ignored it, and then he looked at my bag, he patted it twice and then let me through. And I was like, wow, I wish I was security auditing these people.
I know, right?
This is great. It's incredible. I you can't make it up. I did read once that like apparently one of the most successful policies that a business introduced for like their employees was just like if you don't have your ID on you, they're supposed to like stop you and ask, "Hey, where's your ID?" Just to verify like, "Hey, do you belong here?" And if you work there, you're supposed to like, and you forget it, you're supposed to like give a specific response. So if you don't know it, you're gonna get called out immediately.
I mean, I feel that my night shift would immediately fail any sort of security measure, considering like someone walked in front of our security guard, very very casual, very obviously grabbed a phone charger from off the rack, walked out past the security guard, and the security guard was just watching movies on his phone the whole time. That one still has a job, but the one that stole some flatbread got fired.
Bruh. See, that is the biggest security hole in breach that you will ever have. It's always the human factor, I swear. The amount of people I've had just be like, "Oh, can you help me? Do you need my password?" And I'm like, "No, please don't ever give us your password."
I've
Oh,
always
okay.
been on that idea with IT because it's like, you know, if you're calling a company that works for like, so like if I'm contacting IT support for like, you know, insert company here, like telco, ISP, something, and like they don't already have my password, no, I'm not giving it to them.
No, to be fair, a lot of times, especially lower level IT, will not have access to that kind of stuff because it is both a huge security liability to effectively be hiring like well basically the new hires and putting them in a support role and immediately giving them access to that much information. And the simple answer is you just don't need your password for basically anything. Like, what do I need your password for? To log into your account? That's exactly what I don't want to do. So like
Yeah, I
what
mean,
do I do?
yeah. I've never understood why they would need your password. Oh, you can use the back end of the system. Why do you need access through the front door?
Exactly. It's like, you forgot your password? No, don't give me your password. I'll just reset it. You can't log in? Don't worry. If you give me the password, it's still not going to work.
Yeah.
Let me just help you with that. You know what, Val? I have to admit, like, I don't know what I would do there. Like, if I was just told, hey, make sure all of these are empty, and then you look at, like, and you see, like, something that's supposed to be really classified. Like, would you, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd still look at it, but, like, what do you do? It's just like, oh, this isn't supposed to be here.
Speaking of stuff like that, you know what? I feel sorry for the brain of the poor Samsung technician that's currently fixing my phone.
Why?
Well, considering my lock screen is a close-up picture of Deadpool's bulge, that should give you a precursor to what the inside of my phone is like.
What are they fixing?
My screen doesn't work.
They're probably not gonna bother with like the actual inside of the phone, or at least the like the storage, because I don't see the point in that.
Yeah. Still though, I can chuckle to myself thinking about them opening my photos and just be like, Jesus Christ!
Why will they not put the child in the grave?
Because you should sell the corpse.
Oh, they're a dead child. Okay.
I feel like you could get a good deal for like a baby's corpse.
I don't know. How hard did you throw it first?
No, it's not about throwing it. It's like if you can use corpses as like fertilizer, because you can just put the corpse in the ground and let it decompose, right? You could like do it for babies, but like for flower pots, so they're like miniature fertilizer, right? You could get a good deal for that.
Okay, so the child may not supposed to be dead, but it is dead, and I need to put it, to rest. But they are not taking him to the sarcophagus.
Do you need to make like a child?
Well, thank you for the resurrection, Guru.
I was about to ask, do you need to make like a child-sized one?
I have no
I mean,
idea.
Give Gab, there's a flaw in that philosophy. Like, I mean, sure, you could make a pot plant with one dead, fertilize with one dead baby, or you could get an adult, chop them up into lots of baby-sized pieces, and
I
then
feel
put
like
them in the
that's
pot.
I feel like that's more messy.
Yeah, but it's more value from the
Okay,
one corpse.
it's more value on terms of like a cost to resource ratio, but we put a premium on convenience.
I mean, I don't, but fair.
You don't, but people do.
I've always been like, why would I pay $20 for something when I can pay $5 for the pieces and do it myself?
Look, it always just depends, okay? Food made by other people usually tastes better than the food you make yourself. If it's good. If it's not, then it sucks and it stinks and it's sour.
I disagree with that. Usually the food I make is better than food other people make.
I was talking more about restaurants and like paying them.
Yeah, usually the food I make is better than the food at the restaurants.
SMH, bad restaurant. Ha.
No, just a good cook.
Maybe. Although,
Because, I cooked myself instead of, going to restaurants all the time.
Oh,
well, see,
you
that's
cooked
like-
yourself, huh?
Yeah, it was extra tasty.
Well, two things. Number one, Val, I respect that. I feel like I would have been too tempted to read what it said. This is why I can't be given access to classified stuff. And so the thing I want to comment is like, see, I don't get that because like, okay, when it comes to like a restaurant, right? To me, there's always the element of, is it something I could cook at home? In a literal sense, could I just literally whip it up at home easily and done? Okay, then what's the point? So like, I'm either expecting the food to be good or the price to be reasonable. Ideally both.
I mean, you are talking to someone who knows how to do molecular gastronomy, so, like...
But I'm also expecting if someone like studied cuisine and has been cooking for like 15 years, that they're gonna prepare something better than I could. Because I haven't done that.
Possibly, yes. But for me, when I go to restaurants, it's more about the people I'm going with than, like, me actually enjoying the food. Because usually the food's pretty meh.
I can't relate. I like good restaurant.
Sorry?
I like good restaurant, can't relate.
Okay.
The best ones are always like the trash food vendors on the street where it's like, yo, we give you like the
Street
$3
meats.
burger. And it's like the best burger you've ever eaten.
I was gonna say, I feel like the best restaurants that I've ever eaten at are usually the small little corner shops that are usually, they look kind of run down and dingy and usually selling some sort of international cuisine.
Mm-hmm. It's either those or the ones where like you've been invited once or like your family goes out to eat there once and you go with them and you look at the pricing and it's all triple digits and you're like, wow, this had better be worth it. And then you eat it and it's like, wow, it's actually really, really good steak. Holy shit.
I don't know. I've always found
Oh,
five-star dining kind
boy.
of snooty for the sake of snooty. It's like people seem to act like it tastes really good, but I'm like, eh. I mean, it's a nice steak, but I could buy the same kind of marbling and cut myself and cook it much better.
See, that's when it sucks. But then you get to the ones where it's like, oh, let me try this piece of meat. And then it just like melts in your mouth perfectly. And it's like the perfect taste. The perfect.
Yes, but I
It's
can-
all like perfect.
I can do that, Gab.
I will judge you.
Okay. When you come to Australia, I will cook for you.
When? And I ain't leaving this hemisphere.
Well, then that's a you problem. Skill issue.
Eventually you'll travel to the US, I believe. And if I'm still
Sorry?
here, eventually you'll travel to the US, I believe. Eventually.
Maybe. I don't know. Depends if the US is still around when I feel safe enough to go there.
It'll be around. It'll just look very different. Probably. Look, Guru. Okay. Here's what it comes down to. Okay. It's really simple. The U.S. has more fur cons than Australia does. So at some point they'll visit.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I mean, what draw does a furcon have to me?
Obviously, that's the main reason you'd come over, right? So you schedule
Huh.
the fur con and the visit and everything all at once.
I don't like people. Why would I want to go to a furcon?
I mean,
The only reason I'd go to a furcon is because Gary wants to go to one, and I know people who literally run two of the furcons in my state. So it's like, why would I not just go to one of those ones?
well, yeah, because that's the point. Then you'll
So-
gather as like the big social gathering fur con place.
We're gonna be getting attacked by some sight stealers soon.
Nice.
Yay! Kill them all.
Except that I do not have my...
Containment fields.
Yeah. I was literally working on them right here. This is where they were going to go.
I remember when I was 14 and we went to a restaurant and I had gold leaf truffle pizza and I thought it was disgusting.
Well, duh. It was for one truffle pizza. Ew. See, that's the thing to me. For the most part, a good restaurant can prepare a very good fancy dish, and don't like you will like. There's always gonna be food that you'll taste and you go like, "Wow, this is delicious," and like, yes, it's like the kind of thing you never think about. They like genuinely come up with very cool new dishes or like very tasty weird things, and they make it work because they're good. But that's like more so the exception. For the most part, to me, when I think of like a good restaurant, I just think of taking something, doing it really well, and either having great ingredients and keeping it simple, or taking very whatever ingredients and making something very good out of it.
See, when I think of those, as you would call them, triple or quad-digit restaurants, where the things of that size, you know what I've learnt with all my years in dining in those?
Most of the time
Lots
they're
of
whatever.
very overpriced meals, very
Yeah.
ridiculously tiny portions. I'm still incredibly hungry afterwards, and the food was eh.
Thankfully, we haven't eaten at one of those that's like, here, have 2 leaves and a stick, $200. Like, whenever we've eaten one of those, has been like, here, have like a big fuck off steak. And also, it's really good. And it's like, okay, at least, getting good, decent food.
I am
The funniest one was the one that
debating...
had.
I am debating, starting a new playthrough of this.
Are you debating it en masse?
What?
How come you're debating it?
Are you debating it en masse?
I don't understand your question.
So you're not mass debating.
No.
Let me put him in the jar for a few minutes for that. Jar.
I like the
welcome
Evolis, it's just... I found this mod that'll let me make furries, and I kind of want to go play with that. Plus, I also kind of... I'm debating because I don't want to start my ship all over, but I also kind of do. Or maybe start with a colony and then make a ship.
Also, can I ask Gary if he wants to come in voice?
Guru's
No.
welcome to come join, yeah.
Woo!
Precious.
No, it's not Pawn Morpher. It's essentially just anthros with the genetic stuff.
Go. I mean, I am sad it got to the point of me having to say my pun. I thought my pun was obvious.
All I have to say is SMHTOS.
What? Debating on maths.
Bonk. Control find self. Oh, there's the breeder.
Oh,
Hello,
yes.
Gawu.
Hello, Ernie. And it's more
be right back.
breedy.
Breaded?
Breaded?
Yes.
I think you just mean bread.
But it's the past tense of bread.
No, bread is the past tense already.
Well, bread is the substance. What do you do when the substance is gone?
Bake
Uh,
more?
Who's getting bread?
You, apparently, Wernie.
Oh. Am I gonna be boy preggers or am I getting TFTG'd?
I always thought you were a loaf. You know, us cats, we like our loaves. We like to imitate them a lot. And hello, Garu. Poke, 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 poke.
Hi, Kurai.
You sound tired.
I'm not. I'm just multitasky. I've got to get
Oh.
up early tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Got a dentist appointment.
Ew, gross.
It's not at 2:30?
No. But that's...
That makes me sad.
Uh,
I always book my
To the lake.
appointments at
Just cutting him off.
Gone. Gone. Gone.
Just
Now I'm just imagining a bat picking up Kurai by the shoulders and just yeeting him off into a lake.
someone should really go retrieve Kuroi. Oh.
I mean, he's welcome to come jump back in.
See, now I understand why Malo is a fish, because you probably kept yeeting them into the lake so much.
Oh no, they go to the jar.
It's getting late for me. I should go to bed.
Alright, sleep well.
Good night, y'all.
Night.
Good night.
I'm probably gonna go find Kurai, so I should probably head out too.
Oh.
Well, I did show up and then you yeeted Kurai. But
He
now
made a bad joke! Alright. See ya.
I hope I do soon. This is my last week of classes that I'm taking before I have a week or so, but then I end up starting my fall job, so then I get really busy again. But hopefully I'll get to see you a bit before then. Take care, Zim.
Yeah. Bye. Pet pet.
Oh, ruh.
How was your day, Warney?
It was alright.
Why did it die? How did it rot? What is wrong with my plants? Why are they rotting? No, they're not blighted. I have no idea why they're blighting. Or why they're dying.
Ah,
Bless you.
thank you.
But yeah, I think I might want to explore staying in one location a bit longer. I only wish that I could get grav plates on the planet. Then, because like you have to have the grav light ship to go into space and stuff to get Vaxstone to make the panels. So your ability to actually upgrade a ship is extremely limited. But I think I may go that route of just starting a colony over anyways. Maybe giving myself a bunch of vaxstone blocks to be able to make a decent ship once I unlock the tech for it. Because I also think that something broke in this, because basically nobody is actually using their beds. And I have no idea why. I think it's something that broke with the colony itself. Because, like, things are getting done, which is great, but they're also just, like, all of them are just sleeping wherever. And I don't know why.
Yeah. I return.
Welcome back.
You know when you're playing like a strategy game and you have to attack somewhere but you don't really want to attack, you just wish they could come to you and you could sit there, take the attack, beat them and then like just win. But no, you have to like go attack.
Yeah. I do understand what they're referring to.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like, I don't want to do this. This looks painful. To get slightly more like nerdy with it, basically the problem is I get very heavy use out of my vehicles and artillery. So basically anywhere that has even a mild choke point or mildly defensible position is perfect. I can hold and take ground so easily. And all of these zones that I'm looking to attack into are heavily urban areas where infantry will thrive. And I have built up a stock of very good infantry, but I really don't want to lose it. Which, you know, sounds kind of dumb. It's like, oh, you have infantry, use it. But also like, bro, I've spent so long babying my infantry. I don't want them to die.
Well, bless you. I think what I'm going to do for the rest of this evening here, I'm probably going to end stream early tonight, everybody. But I think what I'm gonna do is set up the scenario. Actually, there were a few mods that I wanted to add for, or do for a new playthrough. So, I think I'll be setting up my more. I'll have to do this off stream. So it's really early, but I think I'm gonna be calling it already, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for the stream today, though. That was RimWorld. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Yeah, nice. Duke, duke, duke.